guys.
Ladies, it's been a while.
Yes.
Good.
So,
Thank you. Yes.
why is Adam Strange basically just Jeff Johns?
I think that's a Jeff Johns question. I think that Jeff has tremendous taste, and I think that Adam Strange is a fantastic character. I mean, I know that I'm incredibly fond of him, and you know, it's. I mean, if I was Jeff Johns, which I'm not, but kind of wish that I was, I think Adam Strange is a good choice. You know, he really is a fantastic character. You can always find him somewhere. I mean, he has a Zeta beam. He can teleport. He can, like that.
Has your Adam Strange already been to Thanagar and Ram, or?
That's a very good question. I will say that he's been to Ram.
Okay.
In terms of Thanagar at this point, I don't know if he's been there, but I think, that's in the realm of possibilities. That opens the door to a lot. Well, his mission is to save Superman, and that has sort of a two-pronged meaning for him. One is very altruistic and noble, which is to save Superman, which in turn means that he's saving the entire world, and also the universe and subsequent galaxies. But also, Adam has personal reasons for doing it. He wants to be recognized, and he wants to be somebody. He wants to be a superhero. He wants to be part of the Justice League. He wants to play in that ballpark. When you meet him, he's at the very, very beginning. He's just responded to the call to adventure. So he is right at the beginning of his hero's journey. And along with that comes a lot of doubts. And so you get to go on that journey with him, which is, can I be who I want to be? Am I meant to do it? Or am I going to be a failure? Which I think everybody experiences. Anyone that's trying to do anything great and be a master at what they do, be the face of their field, so to speak, it does grapple with those voices of like, am I enough? And that's where you meet Adam.
When researching the character, what was the thing that drew you the most about
Initially, I think it was his pain. He wasn't very close with his dad. He lost his mom. Never really felt like he fit, which is why he adopts Krypton, and he adopts Rand in the comics. He is very similar to Superman in that sense, and he's similar to Seg in that sense. Seg is ostracized, doesn't feel like he fits. We know that he loses his parents, so that's familiar to him. And that's what I connected with early on. And then, of course, that at a point he can fly. That's cool.
the cool suit of his?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't want to fly. If you asked everybody, and let's be real here, if you asked everyone here, what if you could have two superpowers, what would they be?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, flying and super speed.
Flying super speed, okay. Okay, there we go. Exactly. You can, okay, so yours would be metabolism. Wow, all right.
Matter eating girl.
A what?
Is it matter eating girl?
Yeah. Okay, so we touched on both of them. Flying and teleportation. Adam, we know that he'll be able to fly and he can teleport. That to me is the coolest. You can do everything with that. So that's, like finding that out when you get this role is, I don't want to swear, but it's cool. It's really cool.
In the sci-fi shows,
Mm-hmm. Now I'm the alien, yeah.
so like, is that alienating for Adam?
It is. Well, yeah, Adam is the alien on this show. And he's also our eyes and ears, right? He's whom, I think that we connect with because he's a human being. And he's representing Superman. In terms of playing being an alien or being alienated and not fitting in, I think that I'm not sure if there's really a way to play that as opposed to for the writers to really write it. And they did a fantastic job doing that, putting Adam in situations that allow you to go, oh, he's standing out, he's not fitting in, he's, trying to figure out what their customs are, what they do, and, there's a lot of things in the show where we have a lot of Earth sayings that they just don't respond to. And that's, it's one of those things where, me as a kid growing up, I got switched schools a bunch. And so you feel very out of water. You don't feel like you fit. And, so that was an easy, little painful, but easy thing for me to access. By weigh in, you mean have my voice my opinion about who he should saddle up with? Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I think that Adam is, I think that would be far too speculative of a thing for him to do. I think that Adam is there to preserve this timeline and have everything happen organically. And again, Adam only knows that Seg is Superman's grandfather. He doesn't know who his grandmother is. So I can't really say don't do this or don't do that. He's just there to go, we need to make sure that he's born, and that means that X, Y, and Z.
So preserving the timeline, Adam Strange is going there knowing that Krypton has to blow up.
Yes.
When does Adam ever tell Seg, oh yeah, by the way, 200 years from now, it's going to be a bad day? Because that's pretty heavy.
It's pretty heavy. It's not something you'd exactly want to tell somebody, right? You wouldn't want to sit down and say, hey, your planet's going to explode in 200 years. And realistically, as we know, as people who read comics, know that on Krypton, 200 years, that's well, not quite a week, but it's a generation.
Yeah.
Right? They live to 200 years. So it'd be much the equivalent of being like, hey, in 20 years, the whole planet's going to blow up. You'd be like, whoa, that's pretty soon. So that's the kind of weight that has. In terms of, does Adam tell Seg that? And you guys, the audience is going to have to sort of watch, because that is the thing that's dangling over his head. Because what if Seg finds out? Is he going to flip out? Is he then going to go rebel? Is he going to, So it's a precarious place that Adam's in. He has a lot of knowledge. He knows a lot of things, but he has to be very careful about what he reveals. Otherwise, he could upset, cause a chain of events that he can't undo.
Is there another time traveler in pop culture that you draw, like a Marty McFly or Kyle Reese?
In terms of
for playing Adam.
For playing Adam, yeah, Kyle Reese. Yeah, I did look at that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah, Kyle Reese. You know, I looked at him, and you know, I think that he's a fantastic actor. But I did look at him and how he responded when he would be teleported and land, and how that affected his body, and how disoriented he was with it. So I did look to that. Yeah.
Do we see his suit?
Do we see which?
His suit.
Perhaps. Perhaps. I know you hate that answer, don't you?
I mean,
You're like, you
I
mother...
will study your face after this, like, so, you gave me in there.
Yeah. Perhaps. But I will say that you get to see Earth. You get to see where Adam's from.
From this timeline, though, or just, like, from the Krypton?
I can't tell you that.
From what episode would you say is your favorite for Adam?
Ooh. Can I say episodes?
Yeah. Unless it's all of them.
You know, I want to say episode 5 to 8. In terms of those episodes, really feel like, you know, and we as a cast spoke about it, but they really feel like one episode. You know, that it's the arc over those 3 episodes, and there's great payoff, and it really takes you on a great journey.
I know in Smallville they brought Jor-El into the storyline on Earth, but
Mm-hmm.
will there be a chance where Adam will bring S.H.I.E.L.D to Earth?
That's a possibility. That's a good idea. Cam Welsh is right.
Does that make you to snag him?
Yeah, you can
Great. Thank you guys. Thank you.